What's up, folks? Today I wanted to, I guess this would be like my second vlog style video. There's this, a topic that a lot of people need help with, especially here in New York. I don't know how emissions and registration works in a lot of other states. My car has only been registered in 2 states. I've lived in several, but only been registered in South Carolina or New York. So got my car registered, got plates for my new BMW, and then it was time to go get emissions done. I had a check engine light or service engine soon light for what appeared to be O2 sensors. I ordered the O2 sensors, haven't put them on yet. That's my fault. Just been lazy. It's a somewhat difficult task, moderately hard, just because of the positions. So what I did was I cleared the code right before I went to the inspection station and thought I was gonna pass. Nope. I completely forgot about the readiness status. There's about, depending on your car, there's 6 to 11 or maybe 7 to 11 for newer cars. I think 02 and newer or 01 and newer, that your OBD will display as readiness codes. It checks the catalytic converters, O2 sensors, your EVAP system, a couple other things, secondary air system if your car has that. So it's various sensors. Mine has 6 or 7, I believe. Yeah, I think it's 7 that it checks. Yep, it's 7, because as soon as you reset or clear the codes, 3 of them come back immediately as ready or complete. The status check is complete, and 4 of them are incomplete. Well, when I went through, passed the safety and the visual inspection, they hooked me up to the computer, I failed. 4 sensors or 4 readiness sensors incomplete. So the car hasn't been driven long enough to check itself. So after that, kind of did my research, learned the drive cycle that I needed to perform to get my car in readiness status. So I did that, and still I had 2 that were incomplete after driving. Really, it's not really a distance, but you gotta drive, you gotta cold start your car, let it idle for a little bit over 2 minutes. Then you gotta drive 20 to 30 miles an hour for 3 to 5 minutes. And then you gotta drive 40 to 60 miles an hour for 20 minutes. And when you're coasting, that does not count for the time from what I saw. Well, fast forward. I couldn't get him to go into readiness status, but my check engine light never came back either. So I ended up putting another tune on my car. I guess that's more pertinent information. My car is tuned with MHD stage 1. I have dual cone intakes and muffler delete. Those are the only mods to the car. So the rest of my exhaust is still stock. I haven't removed any PCV or EGR stuff. None of that. So also I have the XHP transmission flash. So I was thinking maybe that played a role in it or something, because I never checked this stuff before I got tuned or even when I got the car. I never paid attention to those readiness status monitors or whatever. So I ended up flashing a new tune to my car. I made one change to the tune I had on my car, so I reflashed the tune, and then I went out for a short drive, and I was trying to follow the drive cycle instructions. Well, within like 10 minutes, yes, I can go pass emissions tomorrow. I had all of my sensors reading complete except for one. Not bad. But I had some shadow codes. So those are codes that are stored in your DME for BMW owners, but they don't pop up on the dash. So you don't actually have a check engine light, but they're pending codes. And if you hook it up to an OBD, it will see the pending codes. So I decided, hey, while I have all these sensors complete except for one, and in New York you're allowed to, on a OBD2 car 2001 or newer, you're allowed to have one monitor read incomplete and still pass. I said, let me hurry up and get this to my guy so I can get my sticker and be happy, right? So that was in the middle of the night last night. I show up to the inspection station today, still no check engine light. He goes to read my OBD again before he hooks it up to the computer, because if he hooks it up to the computer, he's gonna have to charge me. And I turn my car off. When he turns it back on to hook his OBD scanner up, check engine light comes on. So now I'm going to redo this whole thing just the way I did it yesterday. I don't know what I did differently other than actually flashing my ECU. So I'm gonna go home, flash my ECU, let the car cool down till it's completely cold again, so it goes through the cold start cycle. I'm gonna drive another 10 minutes and check my readiness sensors, and then after that, go straight to the emissions place. Not turn my car off or anything. You can pass with shadow codes. There's actually no light on the dash, you're good. But you gotta have those readiness sensors or monitors completed, except for one. If your car is older than 2001, you can get away with 2 being incomplete. But I think that should help a lot of people out. If you do have a tuner or whatever, where you can clear codes or flash your computer or whatever it may be. I don't know if you can do this same thing. I'm pretty sure you can do it with JB4 and everything. But I'm gonna try this again and let's see what happens. I'm good now. Let's see what the computer says. Well, I just left, and good news this time. Car did pass. I don't know what I did differently, because I promise you, I reset those codes twice after, the first time I failed and tried to get this thing to get back to a readiness status, and they would not go back. So yesterday, like I said, I, just completely, flashed another tune, and it was back in 10 minutes. So today, after going, and as soon as he plugs me up, I reset my codes after I left. Didn't do the whole flash. I just reset it. I drove, tried to find a highway at 3 o'clock in New York City. Couldn't get up to 40 or 60, between 40 and 60 miles an hour for the 20 minutes. But I said, all right, forget it. I'll just redo everything tonight. Because I was driving, I got one of the 4 incomplete monitors changed to complete. There was still 3 left. I said, all right, forget it. So got home, found a good parking spot right in front of the house, in front of the cameras. I said, let me just check and see the status right now. So I checked, no shadow codes, and the boy only had 1 incomplete monitor. So what I did was went straight around the corner, went straight to my man's, was like, hook me up now. I'm good, let's do it. And he checked on his scanner first. He's like, yeah, you only got 1. I was like, yeah, I'm good. Hook me up, I'm good. So, again, just to recap, still have the tune on here. I still have the MHD Stage 1 on here. I still have the XHP Stage 3 on here. And I was able to get my car with no shadow codes, no DME codes whatsoever, and to get all but 1 of the monitors to read complete and pass emissions in New York City. So it is possible, and I'm assuming if you got downpipes and you have the downpipe, the O2 sensor fix, the anti-fouler, or whatever you want to call it, the actual hardware fix, you should be able to do it. Now, if you got the software fix, all that's doing is turning off the code, or preventing the code from coming on, or just clearing the code automatically. So that's not going to do it. You actually need to have a hardware fix if you got downpipes to keep that code off. I think there's even a few companies that sell downpipes that have that built in, the anti-foul, no check engine light guarantee, whatever. So that's how I did it. The big thing to note though, when you do the drive cycle thing to get everything as far as your OBD into readiness status, you can't go over 3,000 RPMs and you can't go over 60 miles an hour. It stops checking and you have to turn the car off and turn it back on to get it to reset. Also, no large fluctuations in throttle position. So keep that in mind. But yeah, that's how I did it. Like I said, I didn't follow the drive cycle instructions to a T, but I still did follow it somewhat. Let it cold start, idle. Drive at a regular, as you normally do, but not aggressive. Just drive like a normal person. And for me, those 3 codes went away in about 20 minutes. Or not the codes, but the readiness monitors. They flipped in about 20, 30 minutes. So that was good. So just keep clearing those codes. And I didn't turn the car off this time. So I turned the car off after I left, cleared the codes, turned the car back on, drove, came back, was parking, still didn't turn the car off, found out I was good, went straight to the mission spot, didn't turn the car off, no codes whatsoever, and my monitor was good. So hopefully that helps. And if you guys got, things that worked for you in the past, just put them in the comments, just trying to help everybody else out. Like, not doing nothing illegal. And it's hard to just, you can't just go anywhere and just say, hey, I'll pay you $100 for a sticker. They're inventory tracked, they're controlled, and then at least in the city, they scan your registration. So to test your car, they scan it, and then the computer opens up the information about your car that's on file with the DMV, and then you have to plug your car up. Now, is it possible that you can find somebody with the same model car that you got and do it that way? I'm sure. Probably you got to have a friend, and they scan your registration that's in your window, and then they hook it up to their car. That might work. I don't know if it actually reads the VIN number from the OBD. I would think they do, because even my MHD, when I hook it up, or it's one of them, either the MHD or XHP, ran my VIN number before it actually let me save the stock information the first time I went to go tune. So I'm at the crib now. I hope this helped you guys. And if not, if you guys got some better ways or suggestions, please drop them in the comments. But yeah, until next time, let's get into it.